Okay, so hi everyone. This is Fake Out, and today, if you're seeing this, that means I hit 300 followers on Twitter. Yay! So thank you so much for that. And as promised, this will be my quick little tutorial on how I make my Twitter banners. You can use this for YouTube banners, whatever, but it's more or less directed towards Twitter. A few disclaimers though. I am not good at this YouTube thing. I don't do YouTube. I stream every now and then, but YouTube, I don't know anything. I don't know how to edit and stuff, so this will just be one big video. And second, I'm using Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, I'm sorry, but this tutorial is going to be more directed at there's certain things out there like Photopea and whatnot, what you can use for banners and stuff. I used Photopea before I got Photoshop. Very good. I recommend if you can't get it. But yeah, so using Photoshop is going to be what we're doing today. And let's get started. First thing, obviously, open your Photoshop. You want to press Create New. For some reason it's all over here, so and just make custom. 1500 by 500 is the ratio for Twitter banners. Just simply press create like that, and you have your canvas here. First thing we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a simple ReZero thing using ROM and REM. So first thing we're gonna do is take our first image, just simply paste it on that. You can drag and drop from your files, or you can go press file. There should be an option such as like place embedded or something. Yeah, right down here. But you can just drag and drop from your files. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag her over here and just kind of make it a little bigger. Kind of drag just to this side, make it look nice. And I'd say that is about good. Next thing you're gonna want to do is take your second image, or however many you're using. Same thing, drag it over to this side, make her slightly bigger, like that. That'll be fine. What you're gonna do here, you wanna press on your background layer, press this half circle type thing, go to solid color, and then you want to make it black. And that'll make your background black color. Okay. Next, what we wanna do is we're gonna go to this top layer here, and then we're gonna grab our eraser tool. Make sure you have this soft round eraser tool. That's what you want to kind of look like that. Make sure there's no symbols or anything next to it, otherwise it'll switch to another tool like that. So just make sure it's soft round, just like that, like this. Alright, and then we're gonna slightly erase some of this top one. It's gonna ask if you want to rasterize, click OK. And then we're just gonna slightly, gently erase it, kind of give it a nice little blend. It's a simple little blend I like to do for banners. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to go back down to this first render. We're going to click this half circle again. We're going to go to hue and saturation. With our lightness here, we're going to bring it down a bit. I'd say about 30. That's fine. Confirm it. Just click off, it's fine. Same thing here with our second render. Go to hue and saturation. Bring our brightness down a bit, maybe a little lighter than this one because it'll also brighten, or it also darken the second layer as well. That should be fine. And now from here, what you're going to want to do is take your brush tool. Make sure you have the soft round brush. Again, not the eraser tool this time, your normal brush tool. Make sure you're using black, and what you're going to want to do, make sure your brush is about the size of their eyes. I'd say like this, you know, slightly bigger, that'd be fine. And then you're just going to dap it up a few times, give some color into their eyes. I wouldn't say color, more or less, I guess light. Same thing on this one. Gonna click over to the second hue and saturation layer. I'm gonna make it a little smaller here, and just give it some color. Now, what you're gonna want to do from here, make sure you're clicking on that, press Shift on your keyboard. It'll select all of them, and then make a folder. This is highly recommended so you don't lose track of your layers and whatnot. Simply name it background. Okay, after we have that, you want to click on that background folder once again. Click on this half circle. Go into hue and saturation one more time. Gonna just darken it a little more. And okay, I'd say that's good. We're gonna repeat those same steps from earlier. Take our eraser tool with this soft round brush. adjust it to the eye and just dap it up a little, giving it some color. Same thing if you want to do this. Oh wait, not our eraser tool, actually. I used the wrong tool. I am sorry, guys. You want to use your brush tool, not your eraser. I'm sorry about that. So once again, just make it according to size. Give it some light. Like so. Great. Now one more thing, we are going to take our eyedropper tool, which will be right above, like 2 above the brush. I'm gonna zoom and just kind of pick a color here. I personally recommend like a pinkish. Maybe you want to go use your hair color. I don't know, but I recommend using your eyedropper and finding a pink color somewhere. For some reason my Photoshop is not wanting to find a pink, so we'll just find something like that. What the heck, Photoshop? Why aren't you working? Oh, I know why. It's because we need a new layer. Not a new that. We do this. Okay. There we go. Now you're gonna want to do this. There we go. Just brighten it up a little. I'd say that's fine. Let's zoom out. What you're gonna want to do here. Take your brush tool once more, and with your new color, just use that soft round brush again. Kind of dap it over the eyes a little. Kind of makes it look satanic, but we will fix that here in a second. Hello, Photoshop. Why aren't you responding anymore? Did Photoshop just crash? Okay, well, Photoshop had a huge ass lag spike. Okay, let's try that again. Dap it up a little. We're on the wrong layer. Just dap it like that. And then with that, you want to do the same thing over here with Rem's eyes. I believe that's Rem. I don't want Tree Zero. I'd say like that. Blue is fine. Adjust your brush accordingly. Do that. Just give it a little life. After that, you're gonna press right here. Go to linear dodge, add. It gives their eyes like this glow, which I personally think looks great. Nice. And now I'd say that is just about our background. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. What I'm gonna want to do is find a render. Usually I like to use a render after this. If we saw the other 2 banners, I made the Chainsaw Man and Evangelion one. You're gonna want to find a render of the characters you want, or whatever. This is your project. I don't have to tell you what to do, I'm just telling you the basics. You're gonna want to press right click and do what I just did, rasterize layer. And then you want to take your lasso tool here and you just gently cut out that watermark. Press backspace or delete on your keyboard, and it's gone. Right, let's adjust our render here accordingly. Make it fit however you want. I'd say that's fine, personally. If you want, you can right click blending options. Real quick, bring these over. Give it a stroke if you want, which is just basically an outline. Let's do 3 pixels. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Cool. Actually, let's go back to this background here. And let's bring up the lightness a bit on that. I'd say about there. And you bring up just a tiny bit. Cool. Back to this. Our render, simple stuff. And yeah. Next, we're going to add text layers. Oh boy, text layers. Let's take your horizontal text tool here. I recommend to start off with 8 pixels because you are going to get a bunch of subtext, which is just a bunch of words there. just like replacement words. And then you're gonna wanna type your name. In this case, I'm using fake out. Adjust your adjust your font and text size. Make it white for now. And from here, you want to press down here. You want to scroll down here when you have your text layer where it says metrics. You want to make that optical. It's gonna make it just slightly spaced a little. And yeah, if you need to, once again, adjust your text accordingly. Let's do 40. And there we go. Cool. Now, what you want to do, right click, rasterize type. Okay, now you're free to move it. Oops, I accidentally moved this, which we're actually going to lock so I don't move anymore. Free to move it wherever, however you want. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna lock it. Just lock this. Hold on. There we go. Now, you're free to move it however you want, wherever you want. We're gonna do that right there, I believe. Make it slightly bigger. Zoom it right there. Okay, let's zoom in a little using Alt on your keyboard. Okay, and here's where things get slightly difficult. You're gonna have to pay close attention here. You're gonna want to go to your lasso tool, right click, get your polygonal lasso tool. And then you just want to kind of make a simple like border around each letter. It'll ask you that, or you'll get that, and when you have like the dashes just going across, that means you've connected it. You want to right click, make sure you're on this layer, then layer via cut. It'll make a new layer for one letter. Then you want to click on this layer again just to make sure you're on the right layer. Same thing, it doesn't have to be anything pretty. Just do this. It's connected, right click, layer via cut. And you'll do this for each of the letters. Nothing pretty, like I said. Right there. Make sure it's clicked on the fake out layer, or whatever your text will be. Layer via cut. Once more. That. Maybe. Hold on. Trying to get it to connect. There we go. You'll know it's connected when you see that like small circle down there. Oops, wrong thing. Right click, layer via cut. This next. Two more letters. Oops, do that. And one more. It's fine if it doesn't fit all the way on the border or the text. That's the text, the banner. It happens. Layer via cut. Okay, now that we have all of our layers, what we're gonna do, we're just going to take one layer and we're going to follow what I do. This is what I like to do to make an outer glow. It looks really nice in my opinion. Okay, so first you're gonna want to click your drop shadow. Make it black. 100% opacity. You want the distance to be 8 pixels. Angle, personally, I like it at 139. Your spread, you want it to be 10% spread. And then your size, you want it to be 3 pixels. You don't need to worry about anything over here. Make sure the blend mode is normal, and you want to turn off use global light. Oops, I need to fix that when I do that, apparently. I did not know that. Well, the more you know. Okay, next you want to check mark the outer glow box. You can do this according to the color that you want. First of all, your blend mode linear dodge add. It'll give this glow. Looks very nice. Opacity, I'd say about 45-46%. Your noise, you want 0. I personally think that this is good. Pink layer should be fine. Your technique, you want it to be softer. 0% spread, 76 pixels for size, however. That's how that'll look. When you go to your quality, 50%, just like it is. Then next, you want to click on your color overlay, which is simply just this, maybe. There we go. Just make it white with 4 pixels of opacity. Oops, I did not finish that. Okay. Now one more we're going to have. Actually 2 more, I lied to you. We're going to want your inner glow, which shall be the same thing, normal, but you want this one to be white as well. So we'll just do that, white. You want it to be 55% opaque. And this is fine, actually no, the 1% choke and 6% pixels in size. Softer technique and edge is fine. And the quality is fine as well. You want inner shadow on default settings like this. Highly recommend switching it to normal. That'll be fine. Make it white if you want. Well, personally, I think that'll be fine. Now, you have that done, so you want to do what we did earlier. Make sure you're clicked on that layer, press shift, and click down to layer 8, or however many letters you'll have. Then, actually no, I messed this up. You want to do this, press copy layer style. Now you want to press shift, go down to layer 8, and then paste layer style. It'll go across all of it. I personally think it looks pretty nice. Now, close all these, make it a little cleaner. You can also add a gradient, which I am actually about to do. We're just going to do it on one layer, then we'll copy and paste it. Gradient. Just do this however you feel need. Let's try the purples. Oh, that's not bad. You can do your own custom gradient. Personally, I don't like that. I just like doing a normal one. It's pretty sure with this same. Nope, not that one. Just keep it at normal then. In that case, scale around there. That should be fine. Actually, let's reset that. I'm sorry. Oops. Just do this, this, this. That's your inner shadow. We're gonna make that black. Actually, I'm lying to you, chat. I'm sorry about that. Not chat either. I'm so used to streaming. Gradient's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, do what we did again earlier. Just gonna do this. Copy layer style. Shift, right click, paste layer style, and it'll go all across that. I think that looks nice. Now we're going to do some messing around with some letters. You can simply just adjust the letters to how you want it to be. I like to kind of have each letter behind one another, and I accidentally somehow clicked on color fill, which I don't know how that happened. We're gonna lock this. Actually, we're not, because you can't. Slightly make it bigger like that. Then you can bring up this layer over it, so the K will be over the A. Make it bigger, like that. Our E here, adjust that as well. I think bring the 6 over 5. You'll just follow this pattern if this is what you want to do, of course. And then our U we'll make bigger out here. And then once more with the T. And there we go. I'd say about there. Okay. Now a few more things and then we're done. Let's press shift once more. Grab layers 1 through 8, just like that. Create a folder. Simply name it text. Okay, now how is this looking? Well, that's not bad. If you want, you can adjust your stuff. That's how it is because we have more space over here. We can do this. And if you want, we can just make this all a lot bigger. Go across that. Okay, Now, one more step. This is where I personally think it gets kind of fun. Brushes, extra brushes and stuff. Personally, there's a lot of brushes I like to use. First of all, let's create a new layer for these. You're gonna go over here, and actually no, you're gonna go into your files on your computer, and you can use websites like Brush Easy to find stuff. Just look up free Photoshop brushes, you'll find something. Personally, there's one I really like called Winter Breeze, which I am going to add here, as you can see. And if I close this, there we go. It comes with all sorts of things, which I think just look really nice on a banner. And you can blend it to however you want it to look. It is your banner after all. I'm thinking, first of all, I'm gonna go over here, kind of grab this. Where's my brush tool? There it is. And then just kind of go across the bottom here. Switch it. If I wanted to. If I really wanted to. How about like that? Just don't be afraid to play around with stuff. Think whatever you think looks nice. I'm actually gonna move it over here so I can do this. Okay, that's good. Oops. Hello, brush tool. Oh, I was pressing the wrong one. Okay. Still have it. Feel free to skip this part if you want. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but I think this part is fun when you're doing it on your own. Do that. Kind of bring that out there. A little there. Like that. Okay, and one thing I like to do with this kit, I guess you could say, you have these kind of big ol' I don't know how to put it, but you have these kind of big old things you can put across there if you want. Of course. Like do stuff like that. I think looks good. But if you want to do that, I'd recommend bringing it behind that layer. That looks good. Next, you're going to want to press linear dodge, add, and there you go. Just a few more. Oops, a few more finalizements. I don't know. Like, I'd say put this over that. That looks nice. And yeah, I'd say that we're about done. We ran this video a little longer than I wanted it to, but that's fine. This is the finished product, I'd say. So if you want to create something kind of like this, in the style that I'm using, feel free to use this tutorial. Oops. Oh, I accidentally put the, this and that. Did not mean to do that. Get out of there. There we go. Okay. Just make this a little bigger. And yeah. And that is about it, I'd say. Now, the final thing, basically, is you'll just simply go over to your file. If you want to save it on Photoshop, press save or save as, but if you want to export it, do export as. And then this will come up. Do JPEG, 100%, 1500, export. And then you can export it to wherever you want it to go. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is it. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you so much for 300 followers on Twitter. And yeah, I'm just super happy I was able to do this. I hope this helped. I know it wasn't the best, but it was definitely something, and I enjoyed doing this video. So yeah, that's gonna be all from me. I will see you guys later.